See how many people get on real quick on the live. 10th version, nature version, woods. We in them sticks. We outside. We outside, ho. Nobody. All right, so in that case, I'm gonna continue what I was talking about before. But yeah. So, like I told you before, like the whole, I guess what you call dating scene is like flip flop since I've been out. You know what I'm saying?
It's trash.
Cause like before I went to prison, like it's like the roles have reversed since I got out. You know what I'm saying? And that's been like a 8-9 year span. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the women has taken the role of the men, and the men has taken the role of the women since I've been out. And I'm like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but like, how did it get like that so fast? You know what I'm saying? It was like, I don't know. But I mean, since y'all been out, I mean, I guess y'all it kind of like was gradually, but for me it was just like, damn, instant. Like what the fuck going on? Cause like now it's like the women, they're more like, no, all right. So back in the day, like the fellas want to hang out with the fellas, go out to the clubs, and go out hang out with the fellas. Now it's like reverse. The women, they want to hang out with their friends. They want to go party. They do the same shit that we used to do before. You know what I'm saying? And now the dudes are like, they want to. No, man, I'm chill with my girl. I want to chill with my girl. Don't stay in. I don't want to do nothing. Which ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's just like I guess the whole like those who, now if you, like I said, now if you in a relationship and you got a wife or a fiance or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I get it, you know what I'm saying. But like even like the single men, it's like they don't have the confidence to even go out no more. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying. Like they'd rather just chill, like expecting like to chill with a female friend versus to even like, it's like kind of like settling just to have that type of comfort, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you trying to say they don't have the confidence to go out by themselves.
Like, that too. Yeah, that too.
I feel like most people would be comfortable going out, you know what I'm saying, with they group, with they little clique.
Mm-hmm.
Like say, you know what I'm saying, it's like me going out with the guys, you know what I'm saying, with the guys.
Mm-hmm.
But going out by yourself is like you know what I'm saying. Yeah, if you were looking for some motivation real quick, you ain't got nobody to motivate you real quick. Like you just gotta do it on your own type shit.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I can go out by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable going out by myself if I whatever. But still, like even like, it's like, all right, it's kind of like I say it like this: the men don't like put forth the effort to like, I guess, mingle. You know what I'm saying? I say it like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't really put forth the effort. They're rather just either like stay in and I'm just speaking on like what I've seen. I'm not saying everybody's like that. I'm not saying. I'm just saying like it's been a shift since I've been out with all. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just I can see the change in it. Like the women these days are more the players versus like back in 10 years ago the men was the players. You know what I'm saying? Like the women has taken their role of being the players now. And like it's like the ball in their court, so they like, you know what I'm saying, they gonna use it how they want to use it, and do what they want to do with it. But yeah, that's like I said, from 8-9 years is very like obvious to me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like in this, like we all, well, I experienced this. I can say for myself, but I know a lot of people that always talk about this. They be like, yeah, so went out such and such. Met this girl, got a number, blah blah. but they like, but every time it's like when they hit them up, it's like they either know them or they get no response. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like that is like a crutch. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not interested in nobody, like back in the days, it's like you had to be like, no, thank you, or I got a boyfriend. Which I'd rather a girl tell me that versus like give me your number and then I don't no response. I don't hear back from you. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, nowadays, like it's so convenient to, I guess, to diss somebody without dissing them. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like the first thing like, oh, take my Instagram. I'm like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how we doing it now. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is. But I just think it takes away from people just being genuine, being honest. Yeah, so forgive me YouTube for that one, but it's off. But yeah, so that's why I was like, this I can see the reversal in the roles and everything, and I get it. Like I understand why it's like that. It's just, what I'm saying. It's just I don't think people even are aware of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody's aware of it, because I think it's just been. It kind of came in and people didn't notice it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the main reason they didn't notice it because they don't know themselves and they haven't done their shadow work or nothing to.
Because it really is a whole lot of hurt people moving around.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, people are scared to be vulnerable and, like, I guess, speak their truth because of, I guess, how they were either raised or from past experiences, whatever. But in anything, you can't let your past dictate your present, because if it dictates your present, it's going to affect your future. So you have to learn how to at least be honest with yourself first, and then that way you could be vulnerable to the right, to the right person or whomever, to speak your truth and let your truth be known without feeling like they're going to use it against you or condemn you for speaking your truth. But that's like I say, it's just something how I feel like that people need to start being aware of, because it's changed the whole like social scene. It's changed the whole social scene to the point where people are more content with just meet people online through Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. There's so many social networks that you can meet people on, and it takes like when you do go out, people that like to go out and like meet new people or have new experiences, they can't even get like the genuine gist of it. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's just something that I was thinking about, like, damn, shit's crazy. How I just flip like that. But I also, feel like that people that are in relationships, like being like living in your truth is very important. Most people don't live in their truth, because even in relationships you have people that, like, say for instance, it's a man and a woman, right? This man has aspirations to like have his own business, like do something, some kind of like ownership, a business, something that he's the head of or own. But he's working at a gas station. Just throw it out there, like he's working at a gas station. You know what I'm saying? But it's only like just to, it's not nothing that he wants, and then it's also not even sufficient for himself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I say people live paycheck to paycheck. It's like, oh, I can pay my car payment, I can pay my bills, and then I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in relationships, people have to be honest with themselves first, and then be honest with their significant other, spouse, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And allow that person to either help them evolve to get to where they need to be, or to be like, this, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? But that person, that's the person's choice, either way. But that's another thing I say, where everything has a expiration date, because you could be with certain people to get to a point, and then it's time for you to like move forward. You know what I'm saying? They certain, like, whatever that situation was, or relationship was at that time, it served its purpose, and now it's like for you to move forward to the next grade. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And it go both ways. You know what I'm saying? It go both ways. So, and I say that to say, if you have a dream, go for your dream, not worrying about what anybody else has to say, or what anybody's thoughts or feelings is towards you fulfilling your dream. Because at the end of the day, that's your purpose. That's what you're here for. And if you avoid it, and if you suppress it, and you don't go like do the necessary steps to get to where you need to be, then you're gonna live a miserable life, and you're not gonna like yourself, and hence you're not gonna like the person you were with, and it's like your whole life is gonna be affected just by you not doing your purpose, being who you're supposed to be, and nothing around you, nobody around you will ever feel right, because you don't know yourself, you don't love yourself, you know what I'm saying. You have to live to be happy with yourself first. You have to second love yourself, and then you have to honor who the fuck you are. Meaning that if you're here to do such and such, then that should be your daily mission, to figure out what can I do to get closer to being who I'm supposed to be, instead of settling, being miserable, unhappy, and angry. Because those feelings alone are going to affect your whole life regardless. Yes, you might be able to pay the bills, you might be able to do this, but you're not fulfilled. But that's the way society has trained people living here. So they're going to suppress who they are to conform to society, when it should be opposite. You should fuck society and conform to my truth. Are you here to live for this? Are you here to live for somebody? Who are you here to live for?
Your point.
Yourself, exactly. So again, people are living for society and they're not living for themselves. And that's where the bondage, that's where this is modern day slavery, because of that right there. Because people are conformed to society, which was created for control. It was created for those whom are the elite, to stay where they are, stay rich, they have all the power, have all the money, have all the control. And for those that are in the society, the workers, for them to be basically the slaves. You know what I'm saying? And it's different levels to the shit, but even those that are in Hollywood, they puppets too. You know what I'm saying? They just had a higher class, but they're still puppets. You know what I'm saying? Because it's certain things that you have to make an oath to be where you are. You see what I'm saying? And you can call it what you want to call it, selling your soul or whatever, but it's an oath either way. But again, they're still being used, and they're not really free at the same time. Even though they got money, even though they got fame, and even that, they still not happy. The most miserable people in the world have got plenty of money and are famous, but they are not happy. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the wages you pay for money and fame, versus being who you are and living your purpose in peace with yourself, in love with yourself, and actually respect for yourself. You know what I'm saying? respect goes a long way because, you know, it's always like, you know, you respect me, I respect you. But you must be able to respect yourself before you respect anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like I said, everything starts in the mirror. And a lot of people avoid the mirror or either take the mirror for external or materialistic type of outlook, which it should be an inward look at the self, and also like loving yourself, appreciating who you are, appreciating everything about you, complimenting yourself, and doing, you know, just like you would want to do your significant other, you have to do yourself like that first.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, what a lot of people do is they get in relationships and they expect to be loved, expect to be cared for, expect to be comforted, because that's what they thought. That's what they think. That's what they think it's supposed to be. Society told them that's what it's supposed to be. You know, get married, have the white picket fence, have children, blah 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 blah. But these people don't even know who they are. They don't even love themselves. So how they gonna love somebody else? And then that's where the jealousy come in. That's where the envy come in. That's where the dishonesty come in. Because you are on a foundation that was built on a lie, being you lying to yourself. I can't expect nobody to love me the way I need to be loved. I can't expect nobody to treat me the way I want to be treated.
Self-love is important.
I can't expect nobody to pamper me the way I want to be pampered. I can't expect nobody to do nothing the way I want it, besides through me. You know what I'm saying? Once you do your part, you're gonna get it. That's the whole point of it. You're gonna be able to be in relationships and be in commitments that you can honestly honor the way it's supposed to be honored, without self-doubt, without all the other bullshit that come along with that, you know. But if you don't do your own shadow work, and if you don't know who you are, you will never know these things. You will never know these things. You just keep living this hamster wheel, going through the same things. And, you know, granted, some people stick with it regardless because they think that's the way it's supposed to be. So they will be with somebody for 30 years, 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, and just be like, you know what? I ain't starting over, and we already got kids, and I'm just going to make it do what it do. That is a horrible way to live. Horrible way to live. Horrible way to live. Because now you basically set up your own prison, and you have like just like being in regular prison, you have like different times you do things. You have time to go in the yard. You have time where you have count time. You have child time. Different. You have, but everything is like it's on the schedule. People that live like that in their relationships, they're on that schedule because they have to conform to something they don't want to conform to periodically through the day, being around this person that they can't stand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, why put yourself in a imprisonment like that? Who told you that? Well, I know who told you. Society told you that you had to stay. Society told you that you're supposed to work it out through good or bad, blah, blah, blah. I get that. But you got to understand the angle on that. Because they know if we can live free-spirited leads to physical freedom as well. And they know if people get it, they're not going to have that control no more. And they're going to lose their reign. The money stops. The control stops. Because at the end of the day, people that are living in our society are getting pimped. You know what I'm saying? Look at AI now. Sooner or later, people ain't gonna have no jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because everything's gonna be done by this, you know what I'm saying? By this artificial intelligence. And it's like, so people need to start getting it now to live in their purpose before it gets there to that point. Who knows the time limit? Who cares? But at the end of the day, you still want to live in your purpose. You want to live in your freedom. But it will get to the point where if you don't know who you are, you don't know what to do. I feel for you. I feel for you. It's going to get real. It is going to get real. Do okay. 10-4. But anyways, that's the message for today. Tune back in tomorrow. I come up with something, but y'all got any ideas? Shoot them out there. As always, peace and love. Ba, 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 ba.